it's weird not knowing how to do any of the technical shit because you know how we always do the bit where it's like, oh, well, we don't know if we're rolling.
Yeah.
I literally don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm supposed to kick this bitch off. We're probably rolling. I hope we are.
This is good stuff.
I hope the mic is picking up those sweet sounds of Tommy's golden stream in there.
Anyway.
Thank you for watching the Sam and Joe podcast. My name's Sam. With me, I got Joe here. Joe, hi. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing, Sam?
That was Joe, ladies and gentlemen. Joe from the Sam and Joe podcast. Please like and subscribe.
Well, before we even begin, the podcast is ruined because Tommy kicked the camera. But do you know what we're
It's also
also
ruined because he showed up to the Me and Joe podcast.
But do you know what we're also kicking off? The Use for Fun podcast.
Oh, man.
Welcome everybody to the Use for Fun podcast. My name is Sam. I'm your host this week. I know it's a little weird seeing me on this side of the
This
table.
little snug setup.
I do also. It's all cozy because our set is very small.
I don't got nobody to snug with over
Can
here.
you not do that?
I mean, I can not.
Who are you guys?
Oh, I'm Tommy.
I'm Joe.
You know, I always think every time I listen to the podcast.
Is that hard for you? Thinking?
So anyway, I watch our podcast and I'm like, God damn! Like our intros are just absolute dog trash.
It's part of our
we
charm,
could really,
dude.
we should really next week we should really work on that.
Remember that?
And then here we are.
Remember that one time where you literally scripted an intro for us, did it once, and you're like, nah, I don't like it. And then we went back to the dog trash.
The dog trash. Well, if I remember correctly, it was a terrible script.
I thought it was okay.
He literally said
Like, for a first-
He was like,
Yeah, that's
he was
right.
like, hopefully we have fun, interesting topics. Hopefully.
Well, it's realistic.
It is
Far
realistic.
low.
Oh, please, God, be funny this episode.
No, I felt good about it, but when I said it, I felt like the fakest just piece of shit ever.
Welcome to podcast life, dude.
And I just we kept the Is for Fun podcast, a podcast that is for fun because it's a play
Shit,
on
I didn't say that.
the title.
It is.
You're not the host anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Redacted. Get back
I lost-
over here in the snug
I lost my
sesh.
privileges.
Just kidding, I like it over here.
You guys. Joe, you really inspired me last week, bud.
Oh.
You're,
It was 2 weeks ago.
You really inspired me last week, Joe.
When you weren't here.
With the game that you came up with, but also kind of stole
Yes.
shamelessly, but might I say. So I thought I'd
Is that hard for you?
I just want someone to snug with, man.
It's cold and lonely on the
take
host
tea.
side.
I'll
No,
take
TD stays.
Well, all right then. But I decided to make my own version of your game. Probably a far inferior version, but I really like the title I came up with. But I don't remember how I discovered this. But you guys know like fossils, like dinosaur bones?
I'm aware.
They're a thing, right? Some people would have you believe that they're not real, that they were planned by the government, but I assure you
They
they
were.
are. I am a scientist. Turns out dinosaur fossils and like skeletons, like constructed skeletons of dinosaurs have really fucking weird names. And I don't know how I stumbled upon this.
Wait,
But
no, hang on. Sorry.
Yeah. No, good.
Like a different name than Tyrannosaurus.
No, yeah, like they have nicknames. And like yeah, they have a bunch of
like
different,
the one they call
nicknames.
Sue.
Yeah. But there's like weird ones. Not just normal names. There's normal names too. But
So
I just-
because they name the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
When they build them.
yeah.
Or build most.
Or
of
just like fossils. It doesn't even have to be a dinosaur.
Okay.
Like little like the
Oh.
carapace shells or whatever.
Dude,
I don't know what that word means.
I wish you wouldn't come on the podcast and absolutely call you a carapace, dude.
Carapace of shit. So I decided to mix up these weird dinosaur nicknames that I found with obscure rapper names and also the names of obscure comic book heroes / villains. Because you know me, I got to put a little superhero in there. And the name I came up with this game, it's the same rules as last time. Sorry, I should probably get to that. If you didn't join us last week, first of all, what the fuck is wrong with you? Second of all, there's 3 phrases I'm going to throw out, each in a row. These 2 beautiful boys have to guess if they are an obscure comic book character name, an obscure rapper name, or the nickname for a dinosaur skeleton.
Ooh, boy off.
Essentially, boy off. This is not a twin off, because, well, you guys can be twins for today if you want. Yes. You guys are both beards with the... Yes. You gotta, whatever that is. Hair. You both have it.
Jesus, you're not the host anymore.
Anyways, so...
It's only been like 1 minute, too. I'm just kidding. It's been longer.
So the name I came up with for this this game is Spandex, Xanax, and Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I'm real proud of that one.
Oh, like Lil Xan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, popping pills and
Why not just
doing
why not
drugs.
just T-Rex? You should shorten it. Xanax,
Spandex, and T-Rex. But Spandex, Xanax, and Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's too long.
It's like, well, you're too fucking long. Do you guys want to...
Damn right I am!
Do you guys want to kick it off?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be any good. I feel like there's a couple rounds that are really
Actually,
good.
Sam, I don't want to
But a
kick it
couple
off.
rounds that are
Can we
not
go to
very
the next one?
So, Animal of the Week.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Fabio, keep score. First round, again. Nickname for a dinosaur skeleton, or some kind of like fossil. Obscure comic book character name, or an obscure rapper name.
Okay.
So we have Khan, Khann, much like Star Trek. I couldn't remember what the fuck franchise Khan was from for a second, and that's embarrassing. We have Slain, Slaine, and Phantoma, Fantomah. We have Khan, Slain, and Phantoma.
Rapper.
Okay.
Rapper, skeleton, villain.
I think rapper, comic book, dinosaur.
Okay. Rapper, skeleton,
Villain.
comic. Rapper, comic, skeleton?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay. Khan is a dinosaur.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of dinosaur any of these are. I kept a list, but then I deleted it because
You fool!
I didn't mean to.
He's also a rapper. There's a rapper name.
There is a rapper named Khan,
So.
which is why I put it in there because I knew you knew about him.
Fuck!
Slain is a rapper. I also don't know who they are or what songs they've done in the past, but I'm sure they're on the up and up. I'm sure they're going to make it. They're going to hit it big. Yeah.
Phantoma's the super-
Phantoma is the superhero. He's weird looking. He's got like a red trench coat and like long white hair. I don't know what he does.
When does the weird come in?
Flash kids with his
Just obscure. He doesn't have to be weird. It's just
Oh,
obscure.
it's just obscure.
Yeah, you never heard of
No,
Phantoma.
you said he was weird, and I said, when did the weird come in?
He's weird looking. Do you guys want to see him?
No, I just come
Oh,
here
too
to
late. I'm showing
Get
you.
0 points. No, I got 1.
Oh, I lied. I totally mixed this up with a different one. This is a zombie with a wig.
Oh! Well, you should... No, hang on. Just fuck the game. We're going to talk about this guy first.
Wait, that was kind of sexy.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah, it's a woman that turns...
God damn right she's
It's a woman that turns into like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Well, look at that. Do the middle picture. The transformation. She's just like... She went from woman to woman with unibrow to zombie skeleton woman.
Unibrow with no... Look at that fucking cocktail dress.
Yeah.
I feel like she could have worn something a little more...
Dude.
Wait.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. It's all you.
I don't want to derail your game, but
No, it's all good.
I feel like we have to unpack.
We can
this.
get into Phantoma.
Can we pause?
later.
I got 1. Joe got 0 because I'm the better twin.
Oh shit! Hang on. Yeah, let's unpack Phantoma for a little bit. Phantoma is an American comic book character, is best known as one of the earliest comic book heroines.
Fuck you.
Character
Wonder Woman.
first debuted.
Check that shit into my bloodstream.
Character first debuted in Jungle Comics #2 in 1940.
And what
Yeah,
happened
dude.
to Jungle Comics? Let's unpack that.
The character preceded Wonder Woman's first appearance and is apparently the
you.
first female in
Fuck
super.
you, Wonder Woman.
I didn't know any of this shit when I
gee.
looked up Phantoma.
Ah, shit.
Mystery Woman of the Jungle. We're probably gonna get into some real not PC shit.
Yeah, it came out in like the
Second.
50s. It's fine.
I just
well,
said
it's not
1940.
fine, but
I just said 1940. I just said 1940. Pay attention next time.
well, yeah, they wrote it in 1940 and it released in 1950, right? Right? I'm right. Never been wrong in my life. Fuck you, Wonder Woman.
The only thing that says is she's a mysterious woman who protects the jungle with her many supernatural powers. She loves its people and animals, and for some reason she's like a white blonde lady who turns into a blue-skinned skeleton. Though her curly blonde hair remains unchanged.
Of course.
Specifically, Phantoma exhibited a large number of mystical abilities, generally as required by the story's plot. Classic. She can fly.
Wait, hang on.
Yes, sir?
Does that mean she would get into some predicament and she's like, how, zombie, how do I get out of this predicament? And they're like, she can fly.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
They're like, I didn't know she could fly before. So every week they would just give her a new power to get out of a situation.
Yeah, probably.
So she never learned. She never grew as a character. She just got more powers.
Nah,
Nice.
probably not.
God, I should write fucking TV.
She can fly, transform objects into different objects, levitate other objects, and cause humans to mutate into other forms. Whenever she used her powers, she would turn from a normal human woman to a blue-skinned, skull-like visage.
Neat.
Yeah, so today I learned that... You guys ready for round two?
Yeah.
Okay. We got Good Boy, not with an I, with a Y, Big Bear, and Roadkill.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna say first one I felt pretty confident, even though I only got 1 point. This one not so much. So wait, we got
Good Boy,
Good Boy,
Big Bear,
Big Bear,
and Roadkill.
Roadkill.
I think Good Boy's the skeleton. Big Bear's comic book. And then Roadkill is the rapper.
Okay.
I was also gonna say the same thing.
Skeleton comic book rapper.
Yeah.
Skeleton comic book rapper.
Yes,
Okay.
that would be the same thing.
Good Boy is a skeleton. Big Bear is a comic book character, but in this, it's a rapper in this game. There's also a Big Bear comic book character that I found out about later during my research. And Roadkill is
The comic book character.
the comic book character.
I don't like these.
Oh!
I don't like these.
No, I fucked it. I'm sorry, I fucked it. Rewind. Good Boy is the comic book character. Big Bear is the rapper, and Roadkill is the dinosaur.
So I got 0. How you doing?
I'm looking at a fat 0.
That's 0.
How many points did you guys get first round?
I got
was paying
1.
attention. 1.
0.
Tommy's a better twin. This next round, I was kind of a dick. I'm not gonna lie. This next round is real stupid, but I thought it was kind of
Wait,
fun.
this next round is stupid?
Yeah.
That round before was stupid.
No, you'll see.
Make sure you don't fuck it up like the first two.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck up the first one.
You totally did.
What?
This hosting is
You told us Phantoma was the dude with a trench coat.
yeah.
Oh,
We almost
that's
missed out on that glory.
But this next one I think is that guy. I think we'll see. Who knows anymore? We got Red Phantom, Red Man, and Red Ghost.
Red Phantom's the rapper.
Okay.
Red Man is the superhero, and Red Ghost is the skeleton.
Okay.
Red Man is the rapper. Mm-hmm. Red. What is it? A red face?
Red Phantom and Red Gold.
Might as well be Red.
No.
Cut that. Strike that from the record.
These from podcast was canceled. No, Red Phantom.
I mean,
and Red
somebody
Ghost
could have
are
named
left.
it that.
Red Phantom
yeah.
the dinosaur,
Okay.
and Red Ghost is the comic book character.
Was the Red Ghost and Red Phantom?
0, 3.
Oh!
He takes the lead! How does it feel?
Let me look up Red.
Feels
let me
pretty
look up
bad.
Red Ghost. I think he's a Marvel character. If I don't misspell. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, Red Ghost, baby.
Oh. What's a little line on his head?
I don't know. He's friend of the animals, dude.
Of course he is.
I guess.
Is that his power?
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's lame as hell.
Red Ghost, friend of the animals.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lame,
Should
but
let
you
that orangutan.
fucking
That's
wish.
pretty cool.
You'd be friend of the animals
So
if
wait,
that was your superpower.
Red
I am
Ghost-
friend of the animals.
Well,
I'm already
but
friend
what
of
if
the
you were
animals.
super friend of the animals? Think about it.
Red Ghost is
Yes.
is the character. Who, Red Phantom was the
The
skeleton.
Skeleet, yeah.
Me
And
and
then
Tilly could
Red
totally take that guy and his
Man.
gorilla.
You guys
Wait,
could.
Absolutely.
Red Man was
Red
the
Man is the rapper.
I knew that one.
Did he die?
No. Not that I
Okay.
know.
I thought I discovered that guy and I was like looking into him and I thought I saw an article where he died. Might be mixing him up with something else. Okay.
I just thought he was gonna be Red Man. Fucking
With the power of
Red. Exactly.
See, well, I didn't know how I felt about that round because literally all of those could be any of those. But that is
Well,
kind
it's
of the point. That is kind of the point.
Yeah.
But like, there's some I don't know. I feel like there's some subtlety. All right, you guys ready for next round? You have 3 points. You have 1 point.
Yep.
Cool. Round 4.
Back though, I smell.
We have Fiend, Extreme, and yes, it is spelled with just an X,
Nice.
and Scorpio Venator.
I think Fiend is a rapper.
Okay.
Extreme is a dinosaur.
Okay.
Scorpio Venator is a comic book.
Okay.
Rapper, and then switch the other two. So rapper, Extreme is the superhero, and then Scorpio Venator. It's got to be the skeleton.
Okay. 3 points, 2 points. No, 1 point. Sorry, 1 point. Fiend is the rapper. Extreme is an X-Man character.
Oh,
Extreme.
You know,
Extreme. I'm surprised you didn't actually know about him.
With the power of Treem.
Extreme in my jeans, dude. Scorpio Venator.
dude, I was mid-sip. That's not cool.
Scorpio Venator is a dinosaur. And I just thought that was like the coolest word I'd ever seen, so that's why I threw it in there.
Oh, it's one word. I
I
thought
can't show you.
it was
It's the answers.
Scorpio dash Venator.
No, Scorpio Venator.
Scorpio Venator.
Thought that was like his last name.
Nope.
The dinosaur.
Bob Scorpio Venator.
That's fucking awesome.
Nice. Cool.
Shit.
Yeah, Extreme. I don't know what his powers are. I think he's just like.
No, there's a
I don't know,
lot
I
of
guess.
X-Men, and there's a lot of like weird niche, shitty X-Men. Yes. So
I'm gonna look him up.
Isn't there like a story? I read this once, but I don't know if it was official or like a fanfic. And it was just like how Professor Xavier has like a secret underground like jail where he keeps all the shitty mutants that have like powers that aren't good enough for the
shit.
team. And it was like from the perspective of this guy who just sweats peanut butter. And that's his mutant power. And he was like, they keep us here because we're not good enough. And
That's
I was gonna say
awesome.
that sounds really accurate, and then you said the sweat peanut butter. Then I'm like, perhaps not. Did you ever hear about that one shot they did like 6 years ago with X-Men? But they had like a kid. I don't remember what the title of the comic book was, but the kid's power. I don't know how they deduced it, but he could make himself explode like a bomb once. And that was his. And that's actual canon. That is actually the truth. And so he'd go and fight with the X-Men, and he'd be like, "Is now the time to use
do
my powers?"
Well, because it would kill him, right? He was like.
Yeah, it was a one-time.
Yeah.
It was a one-time power. I don't know how they like figured it out, but
so what do you have? 5? And I have 4?
Oh shit!
no, I have 4, and you have no.
I have 4.
He has 4. You have 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you got 3 points, and you got it's a tie game right now. Oh, and it's last round too, coming down to the wire. Extreme's abilities are fucking bonkers. He can send
That's right.
Okay. Electrokinetic, hemopyrokinesis, aka sanguine combustion. He can send an electrical surge through oxygenated blood.
Oh, so he's like, I'm gonna bleed.
Which leads to ignition of the electrolytes present in blood, causing a person to burn from the inside out.
Oh, so you can like remote do it?
He can just like explode people.
Explode your blood.
He can, he can explode your blood.
Damn, that is extreme.
But he has to make you bleed first. He has to make you bleed your own blood, and then he blows you up.
Once he has like an entryway.
So apparently, he is covered in knives to do that.
Oh shit!
He's like 90s the character.
Oh yeah, he is. Dude, I love looking at some of that old like 90s art.
Oh,
What's
dude,
that? What's the artist?
Rob Liefeld, the
Rob
guy who created
Liefeld.
Deadpool. Anything he does is fucking awesome.
Have you ever seen that guy's art?
No.
You ever see those like old art where they have like the superheroes and the women are like dainty sticks, and then the men are like they have muscles on muscles on muscles, and they're like freakishly huge? It was all that guy basically.
Yeah.
There's like a trend in like the late 80s, early mid 90s,
Just like the 90s.
around
Just
that
like the
era and
90s.
stuff. Yeah, it's fucking. It's disgusting,
It's awesome.
but it's really funny.
Have you ever seen that image of Captain America from like the side, and his pecs are just like out to
and
here?
they're angled?
Yeah,
One of them is
That's
like
him.
3 times bigger than the other one.
yeah, that's him.
Yep.
That was like just his art, and like that was a lot of artists in the '90s just drew like the dude's huge. It was awesome. It was the golden age of comic art. Anyways, you guys ready for the tiebreaker last round?
Yep. Pretty sure we're
Yeah.
not tied, but fine.
Hang on.
Well,
okay,
the score will be on the screen.
Yeah.
yeah, Fabio will keep track. It doesn't matter.
We know because I got 1 point round 1.
Yeah, and then you got 0,
And then you got 1, and then you got 3.
Did I get 1 and 3?
so you're at 5,
Okay, so I'd be at 5, and then you're at
4.
4. It still could be a tiebreaker. Though.
But I like that.
Well, not a
tie game.
tiebreaker. Could be a
Just subtract the
tip
point.
the scale. Doesn't matter. Fabio keeps track. Okay, last round. We have Goody Grace, Gorgeous George, and Glorious Godfrey.
Could you repeat the first name?
No. Goody Grace,
Goody Grace.
Gorgeous George,
George.
Glorious Godfrey.
Goody Grace is a dinosaur. Glorious Godfrey's a rapper. And then the other one's the other one. Whatever.
I got you.
The Goody Grace. Oh shit! That's the rapper. The second one is the dinosaur. Glorious George is the dinosaur, and then
It's Gorgeous George. Do you want to change your answers?
Gorgeous George. Glorious Godfrey. That's the superhero.
3 points, 0 points.
Ooh! I think I've heard of.
Glorious
Godfrey.
Godfrey's in Young Justice. You know,
mind.
G. Gordon, the guy, the shitty newscaster who's like always
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, fuck the Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an undercover agent for Apocalypse and Darkseid, and his name is Glorious Godfrey.
You know, how did
Anyways.
you not know that?
Yay, Tommy wins.
Did it hurt when your virginity regrew?
Yeah, dude, it's real painful.
Hurt me. When
It's like a second. It's like a second urethra just being like drilled.
Oh man, dude! I'm
sucks.
pretty sure I'm fucking undefeated.
you are. You are
twin off
undefeated in
champ.
Twin Off. You sure are.
I feel like that's not true, but I don't remember.
No, I
It
have
is.
a 1-1.
Oh sweet,
Yeah.
man, I am. I try to bring in a ringer too, but you can't handle me.
Right. So I have more segments. I got segments on segments this week, but if you guys want to shoot the shit, or if you want to do Animal of the Week, because I know you guys.
No.
I have a few
I
things.
figured it out. You guys both came because we were eating before this, and you guys like, I have Animal of the Week, and then Joe was like, I have Animal of the Week. So you know what? We're gonna do a double down Animal of the Week pit off. We're gonna do one animal versus the other, and we're all gonna vote which one we think is the coolest.
Oh, but dude, what if one of us has like? Okay, never mind. We're not doing like a situation where these animals like fight each other in the wild.
No, well maybe depends on the animals.
If it seems like
If they're both like weird bear offshoots, we're gonna have them pit in the ring, and we're gonna discuss.
I'm gonna
If they're
fucking
just
lose.
weird animals,
It's like a saber-toothed cat and a sea cucumber.
yeah, I'm gonna fucking lose. Yeah, Joe, you want to kick us off? Double animal of the week.
No, you can go first.
Animals of the week. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys know what a pig is, right?
no, please
Remind
explain.
me.
They are pink. They go oink. They got curly little tails, and they go. You know those guys. Heard of them? Seen them? Love them. They make bacon, so that's pretty cool. They poop it out, and then we eat it.
Yes.
Pigs, you know. You guys know what a sheep is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? White, fluffy, cloudy boys. Go, man. You know. You guys fucking know. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm riffing in my head right now whether to go along and make it really exciting or to just sit
No, it's
here in
okay.
silence and be.
Do you guys have you guys ever heard of a Mangalitsa pig? I'm probably fucking butchering that shit.
Haha! Because it's a pig.
Yeah. Well, a Mangalitsa pig.
Mangalitsa. Okay.
Is it like fluffy like a sheep?
It's basically just a sheep pig, dude. It's like a white,
Oh,
cloudy
shit.
pig.
Oh yeah, he's
awesome.
just a fucking sheep
Nice.
pig.
Yeah.
The unsung. Would you learn to fucking talk already, Joe? Jesus Christ. The unsung.
You get one
Why
more.
is there no G there?
I swear to
It just
God, you
feels
get
like-
one
Why
more.
is it? Because there's not supposed to be. It's unsung.
The unsung hero of Hungarian fine dining.
I kind of want to eat one.
Mangalitsa pig. Pork.
I want to eat one.
Shit. Oh, but look how cute he is.
I just imagine bacon with like an afro.
Well, see, I wonder now, because when you, I don't know if have you guys ever pet a pig, touched a pig? Because
They
their
have,
hair,
like, they're like smooth.
yeah, but it's all coarse though. It's like really
Yeah, well, like,
thick and dry.
Javelinas are like fuzzy, but they have like really like stick straight like
Right.
prickly hair.
So is that like prickly and like sticky? Or not stick, stick
probably
like, not
like-
sticky.
Is it like puby?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, sheeps aren't like soft and they're like fluffy, but they're not like it's not fun to pet a sheep. They're
But
just kind of
it's got like it's got a floof to it. It's got like a little like it's a
That's a-
soft press.
It's probably just like petting a sheep. I'd imagine.
Oh, maybe. Shit. So they eat them. I wonder
Yeah,
if their
I guess.
pork is different.
In Hungary,
Hungary. Cool. All right.
it's a sheep pig.
What you got, Joe?
Gary.
Oh.
Oh, love that guy.
What would you? Did we hung him? No. So what's your animal?
Yeah,
Joe?
let's for the love of God, please.
Well, I was trying to look up like weird animals just to find like the most crazy one, you know, like odd. And I was like on Wikipedia scrolling through different things and I found this article about like the concept of like symmetry in biology, you know, how like most things have like symmetry, like down the middle, one side is, and then there are some animals that are asymmetrical, but it's really rare. So like, you know how some crabs have like the giant claw and the little claw?
Yeah.
Or like a flounder has like the two eyes on one side or whatever.
Yeah.
So I found this animal that's called the dehu. Let me see if that's correct.
Dehu.
It's a
Dehu.
So the,
Yeah, dehu.
You know the flounder is born with actually its eyes normally, and then they. migrate
Yeah, I
to the
read
side?
that their head like twists.
Yep.
It's like fucked up.
Sounds super painful.
Nature's fucked up.
Yeah.
Nature's
Speaking of
fucking
which,
awesome.
dehu, it's like a mountain goat, like ibex kind of thing, that lives in the Alps in Europe, but they live on such steep land. Oh, for the love of God! Is that your dad's phone? What's that?
Do you mind?
Are you fucking
Are we getting our first caller?
Caller.
are you fucking real with me, Mark, right now?
It's just. God damn it.
My bit.
Right when I got there, it just stopped.
Yeah, that tends to happen
My
once
segment.
phones ring for a little bit. They tend to stop ringing.
Well, that was the. It's for fun podcast.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Anyway, so the dehu, it lives on such steep terrain that they've actually evolved to have one set of legs shorter than the other, so that they can like
Like front and back, or like
no,
side,
like, side to side, so that they can like walk so that they're like even on like uneven terrain. And there's two.
Wait. No, go on.
There's two. Kinds.
Wait. No, go on.
Do you mind? I'm trying to do a thing.
He's doing a thing, dude.
So, let me see what they're called. Yeah. And so, but since they're born, there's the Levogyrus dehu
Dude, really?
Don't like it when you call me
with
that.
shorter legs on its left side meaning it can only walk counterclockwise around mountains.
That's what I was gonna say. Can they only walk one way?
Yeah, because then if they look the other way, they're like...
Yeah, they're like fucking.
So he leaves home in the morning, and he forgets like his car keys. Fuck! I gotta go around the whole goddamn mountain.
Around the fucking Alps. And then there's the dextrogyre dehu with shorter legs on the right side, which walks clockwise.
This is so crazy.
Say, Greg.
And then...
Oh, Greg, they're seeing you again. Looking all the way around the goddamn mountain.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
so
then there's the...
Pixar, it didn't happen, dude.
Yeah, what do they look like?
Well, there's...
Like, how much shorter is one side versus the other? I'm imagining
what the
like
Wikipedia-
a stilt type situation.
Oh, it looks normal.
Is
And
it-
that's just
well,
a
they
drawing.
Yeah.
Was a mythical dehu? Is this a fake animal?
Yeah, it's a fake animal. You ruined my bit.
Oh shit!
Well,
But I got you for a second there.
so you can totally see that being like, I really
How do you like that one?
genuinely.
That is real, dude.
I really got your goat.
Oh! He said it!
Oh,
I was
Well, that's
I
disappointing.
was trying to find fake animals to fool you guys, and then
oh,
shouldn't have
fuck.
showed you.
I bought it, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
I
was-
was into it.
I was reading about the lore though, and it was, for some reason there were like very few facts about it. They were like, "Oh, this is what it is," and then there's the two kinds, and then the one other fact I could find about it was like, "Oh, they also drag their balls across the ground to attract mates."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, "You made up a whole animal, and that's what you came up with."
Well, dude, do you know about
went
like the
with that fact.
tanukis?
Yeah, like the raccoon bear.
Yeah, like tanuki, like the Mario suit. Tanuki's like in. I'm gonna butcher this, but I know like in the traditional like folklore from where they come from, they have like giant nut sacks.
Wow.
Like
Hell yeah, they do.
huge, like huge.
Huge.
Let me look it up.
Shit.
Well,
Damn it.
that was
Well, I was
equal
gonna
parts
paint your guys' animals in a fight, and I was definitely gonna say Sam's was gonna win because of the fucking center of balance.
because mine's real.
I'm gonna eat you.
God damn, dude, I believed you too. I was like, that's just something crazy that nature would have like fucking done. I guess it probably would have fucking.
There are real animals that are asymmetrical though, and there was this one that was like, it's like this fish that eats scales off of other fish,
Oh,
and it has
shit.
like a sideways mouth, so it can like come up, like
Oh.
sneak up on your side, and then like,
Oh, shit.
which also like,
Could you imagine that in real life if there was one on land? Like, you're like, oh, hey, Joe, we're walking into the park, and then like a flying squirrel comes and just nicks like a chunk of your skin out.
yeah, like
Fucking metal as fuck.
why does like nature makes some fucked up.
Things
like-
gotta eat, dude.
Like, there's animals that just eat berries and like chill, and then there's ones that like eat the flesh off of other living animals. Like, what? You're so extra. Why?
Yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy.
There's ones that like lay their eggs inside of the brain of another one or something.
Yeah, that's a plant. Oh, there's a fungus that does that.
Yeah,
It,
but there's
affects
like
bugs.
there's a fungus that does that, like takes control of them. And then there's like a wasp that lays its eggs inside of a spider or something.
Ugh.
Have fun with that
Vice
at night.
versa.
Think about that at night.
Ah.
Fabio's gonna
Imagine
love looking at that one. Fabio, put up the picture.
Yeah,
you
can I
better
get a
get a good
picture?
one.
That one.
The it's on page 37 of the Google results. You gotta scroll through.
Dig real deep. Going back to the tanuki. The tanuki is a shapeshifter in legend, and his
Sorry, I just
testi-
pictured Fabio.
So he
with
chooses
the
to have his
spiders.
balls that size.
yes, and his
nice.
testicles play an important role in his shifting. Tanukis have legendarily been known to use their testicles as makeshift raincoats, weapons, and drums.
Oh, damn. Can you imagine, like,
Where they just don't feel anything down there?
Ow! Ow! Shit! Ow! Fuck! Ow!
they're Japan folklore, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you
Look at this shit. They're using their scrot as a fishing net.
Oh shit!
God.
Could you imagine being though in like the plains or hills or whatever they have in Japan? You're just like,
Whatever they
you're
have.
casually skipping through the woods, and then don't,
That's a big nutsack, man.
don't,
Some Randy Marshall.
don't, and you're like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Drums and shit. And you look in the trees, and there's a big 30-foot tanuki with this like nutsack rolling towards you. Can you imagine though?
Yeah, Snooky's got big balls. Anyways,
Fucking waving around the drumstick in his hands.
this guy's using him to swap birds out of the air.
Oh,
What can't they do?
They can't.
Literally
They're
anything.
shapeshifters. They're fucking. It's like a Swiss Army knife, but you're nuts.
That's insane. So Mario like puts on one of those.
Yeah. So Mario's got big ass nuts.
Fat nuts.
Until he gets hit by a Goomba, and he's just stupid Mario again.
His scrote shrivels up.
Damn.
So sheep pig wins over
Yeah,
lopsided
No way,
goat.
not on the mountainside of the Alps.
That's true. It depends on if it's home field advantage.
It's the arena.
I think the goat takes it, but if we're talking about normal or random terrain,
Flat Earth.
then you're
Flat Earth. Diagonal
Anywhere.
Earth.
Ooh. Yeah.
I saw something on it was just on Reddit today, and it was like what flat Earth people actually believe in and shit. And like I was like, something caught my eye. I don't know, I'll get to that later and stuff. But so picture Earth. The North Pole's in the center,
it.
right?
Yeah.
And the continents are like folded around it basically. And so Antarctica would stretch all the way around, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be the ice wall.
What model are we talking? Are we talking about flat Earth or
Flat Earth.
round Earth? Okay.
Flat.
I was like, that doesn't sound like round Earth.
We're
but-
talking about the fake flat Earth, where
Fake.
North Pole's in the middle, and Antarctica stretches all the way around the Earth,
Okay.
and that's a big ice wall that keeps the ocean in, right?
I've seen Game of Thrones.
So, this map went further though. Then another layer beyond that.
Hell.
No, it's just more. It's more ocean with
Okay.
different islands, and the islands were just like weird,
Made up ones.
just like. Well,
I mean, real
this is all
ones.
real. Dude.
I
Or
mean,
like undiscovered.
Yeah,
Like not part of it.
and there are like four big continent, like bigger than America size, or bigger than North America size, like continents, just like around, like four of them.
are those surrounded by their own ice walls?
Well, and then there was a big mountain wall around that, and that had some name to it that was fucking awesome. But then beyond that, there were four or five bigger continents.
But if everything is flat, then there's no horizon, so you could see the ice wall and the mountain wall.
Yeah, but clouds though. So anywho,
You didn't think about clouds, Joe.
How could I be so foolish?
one of the the bigger continents, which is basically like pretty much planet Earth size of this, or excuse me, flat. Oh, can we call it a planet if it's all just more and more land? Anywho, it was just called Odin, and the fucking around like that island continent's half of like or quarter of the like rest of the Earth. It was just called like Odin's Wall or like some Greek name that was fucking awesome. And it just stretched out. Like there was just more land further. And then like down south there was like a desert like called something, and that just kept stretching out. And then there was just like ice. It was just like biomes, like four different biomes.
It sounds like Minecraft.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna say, you know, like the beginning of like every fantasy book, they always have like the page you turn. It's like the map page. That's just what it sounds. It's just like a fucking fantasy.
Yeah, but it's just
book.
convoluted as fuck. But like Earth
People
is in the middle.
believe that?
I don't know. I don't know like what basis. I didn't do enough research, but I just saw like what flat Earths believe, and then I just saw like a continent called fucking Odin, the god of. Is he the god of gods?
Yeah.
The
He's the Godfather.
god of gods, king of god people. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. And I looked at this map and I was like, I don't understand.
You said Greek earlier, but I would never dream of correcting you. But he's definitely Nordic.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely know that. I just definitely spit that out of my. That was the least important part. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
That sounds cool.
It's fucking weird.
I like the idea of just like Earth is just one tiny part of the big ass flat Earth. Like we're like here. If this is Earth, we're just like the tiny little. But yeah, also
We already
you
have that. It's called space.
But it's all in the same ocean. You can sail a boat to.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Isn't it just
Also, yeah, you totally like if the ice wall's big ass, and the mountains are like bigger, you'd just be able to fucking see
You
it
ever
all
heard
the
of
time.
Hollow Earth?
I have heard of Hollow. That's fucking Godzilla vs Kong, right?
Well, yeah, but it's like I didn't know about it because of that.
Isn't Hollow? So I know about it.
Oh
from,
yeah, they
like-
think that like the dinosaurs live in there.
Yeah. Is that like actual Hollow Earth theory? I don't know
Yeah,
how
like
deep
some
that
people used to
extends.
think that. I think
That's cool.
I couldn't find
because
it.
I read that there was like they think that the openings are at the poles, And so there was like an expedition, like before anyone had been to the North Pole. They were like, "We're gonna find it," and then
They didn't find it.
they didn't find it.
Did they find El Dorado up there?
No,
Oh, that's disappointing.
yeah,
Yeah, that was like straight up just Godzilla versus Kong. Though, didn't they go to like the North Pole or like the Arctic?
again, did not watch the film.
Why not, man? No, this is not very good. Where's Santa's workshop in all this? Is Santa's workshop the gateway? Are the elves natives of the Hollow Earth? And they come up, and Santa like kidnaps them and makes them work as his fucking
I guess,
factory
yeah.
boys.
Bad news, I couldn't find the map.
That's really disappointing. And you ruined
Fabio,
the
get on
podcast.
it.
But just trust me. Shit was weird, man.
I wonder how
Shit
big
was
that
crazy.
map goes.
Crazy.
Does shit just like keep getting bigger?
I don't know, man.
Were the continents that were... You said they were like North America size, so they weren't like bigger than us. Were there
Nah,
just
they're
like
probably
crazy
bigger.
huge land masses?
I honestly don't remember that well. I just remember it just came back to memory and stuff. And I should have taken like a screenshot of it, but yeah, no, they were like. It was more like something I was like browsing through, and I went like, huh. Weird, and then I just browsed past it. I didn't really take a good time to absorb all the info.
Anyway,
Back to business.
Back to basics.
It's fucking wild.
speaking of which, we do have a sponsor for the episode.
Yes,
Let's take a quick
we do have a
intermission.
sponsor. We're is for funds are running
These
a
for
little
funds,
low.
the coffers.
Coffers running a little dry this week, so we had to call in some extra support.
We have.
A sponsor?
Oh, sorry.
God, you already ruined my last bit, you son of a bitch.
No Pixies, dude.
No peaksies.
You showed us the picture.
You asked for the picture! Bastard, man.
Mythical written right below it. You're gonna scroll down and show the picture.
Yeah, it was like an ancient scroll, like the artist's
Yeah, it was-
rendition.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a Google image of like a
They
raccoon.
didn't have any. You would think that somebody had like photoshopped that.
You
but
think?
There was only
Yeah.
like skeletons that were fake ones and then like pictures. Like drawings.
Yeah.
So, our sponsor, they have the latest technology in skin moisturization for foot pick professionals. This week brought to you by TonelyFans. Your little piggies will be going to the market and bringing home the bacon.
You can.
And of course, you can sell this to your viewers for other lotion purposes, whatever those might be.
Dude, Sam, they're giving us money. Come on, keep it together.
I'm just
whatever
laughing
you-
at how efficient the product is.
Use discount code SIMP for 15% off. I mean, if you're hawking the merch, it has to be. What are you gonna send your crusty? What are you rocking? I bet you need some of this.
You do need some.
I do. I want some. You're selling me on it. I need to buy some.
Calloused ass fucking hangnail son of a bitch.
My fucking. It's like a gravel pavement, but my feet.
Think anyone's gonna pay for your socks for that? No.
Ah man, no one's voting on my OnlyFans. I gotta get my feet-
OnlyFans.
my- what I'm saying, OnlyFans is gonna help my OnlyFans.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Dual purpose, baby.
Wow, thank you for that
Called
sponsor.
Yeah, whatever.
investing in your future. Thank you, OnlyFans,
OnlyFans.
for giving us the money we so desperately. No, thank you for
you
just
get-
exposing us to your product. We don't need the fucking money. We love you.
Like, I get that they're kinks, but like, why feet? Like, why?
Dude, if it's a body
what-
part and
what's
it's
the
made
problem?
of flesh, you can fucking jerk off to it.
Oh,
Like,
Right.
there are nicer and there's like, sure, there are feet that are nicer.
Yeah.
I just don't
Well, it's like
like. What is the aspect of it?
you see a titty. You're like, that's an okay titty. Then you see like a good titty. And you're like, yeah, I could jerk off to that.
Yeah, but there
Some
are like
people just like that
reasons.
feet,
It's like like reproduction reasons, and then even with like, I don't know, like legs. Like why? Like just I don't get it. I don't.
Okay, so you got
think
you got a caveman, and you're like, okay, guys, we're a nomadic tribe. We gotta fucking walk. I'm looking at Stacy over there. Stacy.
Nah, you're looking at her mom, dude.
She's got it going on. I'm looking at Stacy versus Stacy's mom. Stacy's got some like
Stacy versus Ugnar. Caveman.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that, dude. So we got Stacy and
Only they can say
Ugnar.
that.
That's their word. It's cave word.
But the nut all over this.
Fucking.
Oh, sorry, I used the hard R. It's Ugna.
So we got Stacy and Ugna, and Stacy's got these like petite, dainty, not very calloused feet. She's not gonna make it far. She's gonna like lag behind, and a saber-tooth tiger's gonna gobble her up.
Oh, maybe it's like that's obviously true. Obviously,
Yeah, obviously.
What you said is scientific fact. You're a scientist. We know
Yeah.
this. But legitimately, like maybe it's because
What are you fucking laughing?
I'm just having a good time.
maybe it's because people were like. Maybe it was like a status symbol, like, oh, my feet are so pampered because because I'm rich or something.
Well, they did
That was
they
a
did
thing
the feet
in like
binding,
ancient China. Yeah, the feet binding thing.
Yeah, but they didn't look good. They were like mangled.
Well, also like
They were like, we hate feet. We have to get them as small as possible until they disappear.
I'm also pretty sure like 90% of the reason they did that is so their wives couldn't run away.
I think there is definitely a big factor in that.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This podcast was not brought to you by the CCP.
I don't know, man. Like, just I don't know. It's
Like,
probably there's probably an aspect of like caveman brain. Like, there's something about certain feet that like
Like, obviously, there are kinks that make no. Like, you can't just trace it to like reproduction like that. There's totally random stuff. Like getting peed on. Like, who does that help?
they can pee out a fire
then
real
it's
good, dude. It's important.
And we're not kink shaming here or anything here.
No, I'm saying
kinks are
we're.
fine.
I think you just.
Well, I just don't understand. I guess I'm just questioning where kinks come from. Not that any of them are wrong or right, but just like why.
No, yeah, it's. I mean, like, I can't speak for all of us, but I don't think any of us like have any kind of kink that's like that. So I think for us, it's
How
like
the fuck would you know that, Sam?
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know my life.
that's what I'm saying. I said I can't speak for you guys.
I'm a pinky toe
Chris
kind
used
of
to
man.
speak for us.
Yeah, I really did just do that. Speaking for all fucking cisgendered
Pinky
white
toe
males.
I'm not, but
Fucking.
could you imagine if
but,
I was though?
No, but I think it's
Hang
just
on, I'm
like.
imagining, dude. Yeah,
I think
like
it's
it.
just we all don't. It's not a part of our lives, so we're naturally curious about it. So we don't know how it works, so we wonder, you know.
I mean, there's two things.
Maybe it's like, oh, good.
Two things. One, it could be the whole thing that's like that's not supposed to be something that you use for sex. So I'm into
taboo,
it because
like-
it's not like taboo.
Oh yeah.
Two, I think you could just people find certain parts of the body sexier than
Life
others.
finds a way.
I think it's just it's like vanilla. Like the vanilla is like the boobs versus ass. If it's just like looking at a woman, right, kind of thing.
Now you can look at a dude.
Okay, fair
There's
enough.
some dude
Dude
titties,
boob.
and you're like,
That's like that's like the stupid staple. Like
Man ass, though?
man, dude.
yeah, it could be man ass.
I was told.
You gotta get Teddy.
I wasn't done with my
gotta
point
get-
yet.
Speak,
I was told.
can we just
fucking-
acknowledge that Teddy is caked up?
Teddy's. Hashtag 4C's thick.
When's he coming on the podcast, man?
Once he
We gotta get the
fucking-
If he's
back
ever in
together.
town, he's welcome to come back on the podcast.
Come on the podcast, Teddy. Just show us your ass.
I think.
Well, it's your man ass.
My point was just like people just like you ever like you were into like something about
What was your point, dude?
you were into something about a like let's say you were just like oh I'm just vanilla into people's asses or whatever, but then you see someone and they like have like you're like damn I never noticed like legs before, but like that person's got some nice legs and you're like into it.
Yeah.
So I think just
Yeah.
people have
It just is a stem
like
of that.
you could appreciate like and if you saw a nice pair of feet you'd be like yeah that's a fucking nice like you got nice feet.
Well, I can acknowledge a nice pair of feet, but I'm not gonna pop a stiffy.
Yeah, but that's like the same thing whether like if you like men or women just like plainly. You can like anybody, whatever. Like you just have a preference. So
Certain
some
shit.
people have like I'm straight, but I can see a man and respect him for being beautiful.
Thanks, bud.
Like I can respect feet for being like a nice pair of feet, But there's just some people that they're like, it goes to that next step where you're like, yeah, but I kind of want to do something to those feet. You know,
I don't want those feet to do something to me.
like you can appreciate beauty, but then you can appreciate beauty, but then you can also just be like fucking into it, man.
It just
Like,
clicks.
it's just that next,
Just
like
clicks
it's just that
for some
next
people.
step. I think just so that would be the feet thing. Is they're like, I just feet just does it for me.
Long ago, so I used to be a naive boy, and I didn't understand what made good man ass. I was told the universal rule for how you can tell if a dude's ass is good.
You can bounce a quarter off of it.
Yes. No. Stay in your lane, little boy. No, is if you look at a dude's ass in slacks.
Yeah.
Then if you're ever unsure, if you see that same dude's ass in jeans and you're unsure, look at his ass in slacks, then you'll know.
Why slacks?
I don't know, dude. But I remember, I was like, okay,
makes-
next time I see a dude in slacks, I'm going to look.
Does
I
it?
looked and I was like,
Yeah.
that's cake.
I mean, the
But
thinness of the
I don't
texture
know
is-
what about the slacks
have been
do
like
it, but
slacks have been like historically very like baggy pants though.
not necessarily.
Well, nowadays like it's gone like, or for a while now it's gone to like the slimmer leggings and stuff for like dudes.
Well, okay,
Like slacks were baggy as shit, man.
I'm telling you, dude. Next time you're out and about and you see a dude in slacks, no, this is. Am I actively like asking you to objectify dudes on the street?
Yeah, you are.
Do it.
Well, it's for science. We
gotta
gotta
move.
We gotta make some.
I'm
We gotta
saying-
make some sacrifices
If
here.
I'm a straight guy too. I never knew what good dude ass looked like just because I didn't know like what the preference was for people who like dude ass. And I saw a dude with a nice ass in slacks, and I was like, okay, I get it now.
So I get it now.
I understand. Yeah,
Alright.
maybe not all the way, but I understand a little bit more.
Okay.
Keep it high and tight.
Hang tight, baby.
I mean, if like it's not that hard to extrapolate. Like, what do you like about any ass?
It's like a shape thing.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like you can just.
there's a degree of firmness.
We're getting into some muddy waters here. I'm gonna reel it back. I had another, just like a riff topic.
Oh, but hang on. I have a topic that's on theme though.
Okay.
Not to derail you, but
We'll wind it back to Joe.
no. Well, shit. Because I was gonna segue earlier because we were on the pig theme. We'll go quick with this.
Well, you're already going.
Cool. Sorry, Joe. Not sorry.
No, you're fine.
On the theme of fucking pigs and asses, but just mostly pigs.
Fucking pigs and asses? My lord!
I heard fucking pigs in asses.
Oh.
Even better.
Well, on the theme of pigs and A&D asses, have you guys heard of the movie Pig with Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
It just came out?
It's filmed in Portland, isn't it?
Oh, no idea. Anywho, you know John Wick?
Yeah.
Imagine the same movie,
But the kid
but
is pig.
Nick Cage is he's a retired chef raising a pig out in the middle of the boonies. And it's a truffle pig, whatever, so he's real attached. He's not gonna kill it. And they take his pig away from him. So he just goes on a hunting. I don't know if he kills people in it. I don't know. He goes on a rampage looking for his pig.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And what would you think? Probably a garbage movie. Nicolas Cage, very hit or miss, heavy miss actor. I saw a review for this movie. It was like an 8 or 9 out of 10, dude.
I've seen like 2 reviews for this movie, and both of them were like, yeah, I was shocked at how much I liked this movie.
Sweet.
So I think we gotta watch
I
Pig.
gotta go to see Pig, dude.
I'm down. Yeah. I'll fucking watch Nick Cage anything. Even if it's bad, it's
sorry.
gonna be a good time.
Will it though?
Yeah. I have a good time with Nick Cage. What was your topic, Joe?
Well, I work with kids. I'm an education, and I was talking to this.
He is an education.
I am.
He is. The best, they say.
And there are these 2 girls that are twins, and I was talking to one of them, and I called her sister's name by accident, because they're identical.
Nah, you did it on purpose, dude.
Just to fuck with her. A little mind.
It was Stacy and Ugna, and I fucking just couldn't.
I really call them both Ugna.
But I called her sister's name, and then she corrected me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then she was like, "Yeah, when we were little babies, like we didn't even know which one we were."
What's the age range? Like
funny.
4?
Like 5 to kindergarten.
5 to kindergarten. Okay.
5, yeah. It was just
We
really
didn't even
funny.
know which one we were.
I didn't
even know what that was.
Who am I? And so
That's early for identity crisis.
And I'm guessing they're identical, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
'Cause Sam and
there
I are
might be
fraternal.
slightly. Well, since you guys are identical,
We're fraternal.
all white people look the same to me.
Same, dude. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, do you have any? I mean, yeah, you're not. When you were little, did you look like similar?
We looked
like once you're.
close.
We looked more similar.
You have any twin hijinks?
He was always taller than me growing up.
We never did the twin hijink. Well, we were honestly little bitches.
We were never. We also never
Weenie
looked.
Hut Juniors.
Yeah, little weenie huts.
We used to look a lot more alike, but it was never enough to where we could get away with twin heist shit, which is
no.
kind of unfortunate because it would have been funny. But no, yeah, I was always, I was smaller than Tommy, and when I was born, I had a birthmark that was like a big
Like a Weinstein.
like a wine stain, yeah, on my forehead. So that would have probably been a big giveaway.
Flick him. Just Sam.
Duh!
He thought he was hitting me too. He's like, "Damn it, Tommy."
You ever seen the Scorpion King? The arrow fucking flies like that. It's my dad and me. Fucking launch me to the moon. But yeah, that would have probably been a dead giveaway.
What was it like being an only child for 7 minutes?
He was an only child for 1 minute.
One.
Actually, when we were born, because we were preemies, Sam had like a bunch of like breathing issues and stuff. So he actually had to stay at the hospital, and I gotta like. We were both at the hospital for a
You were
little
just
bit.
chilling at home.
Tommy had to be a bachelor
They
for a little.
Yeah, my parents took me home for maybe 3 weeks.
It was like a little less than a month, I
possibly.
think.
So
yeah.
I was like an only child for like 3 weeks.
You know, I was getting incubated in like
Living a life, and then they brought Sam home, and Sam just
you know
cried.
Neo in the Matrix when he like crawls out of that pod? That was me for like the first month of life. But little did they know that in my brain I was wearing a leather trench coat and sunglasses as like a little fetus flying through New York City. It was awesome.
As a fetus?
I was hanging out
in your dreams?
I was hanging out with baby
In your little
Morpheus. It was
fetus
awesome. Yeah.
Morpheus.
I was the baby one.
And you had to wear a helmet, right?
That was later. That was like when my head. I was real fucked up as a kid. Makes
As a
sense.
kid?
As a kid.
You know, tracks.
Nice.
No, I was like 4, like 3 or 4 or something. But my head started growing, and because he sat on me in the womb so incorrectly,
You were
learn to sit, fucking
you were
jackass.
above me. No, I was.
No, I was
you.
below. I was
Okay.
supposed to be born first, but then they C-sectioned
Sam was
this
closer to
bitch
the
first.
exit.
Yeah, I was close to the exit. And he fucking get me the fuck out of here.
You've been a shit older.
I'm so
I'm just
good.
kidding.
I'm such a good older brother. Oh my god, best older brother ever.
Dynamic.
But yeah, I think like as my head started to grow and like my bones started to develop, my head wasn't growing right, so I had to have like a plastic brace. I only had to put it on for like a few hours a day or something. I didn't like wear it all the time, but
Yeah.
look at me now, perfectly symmetrical.
Did you know that babies have like more bones in their skull and then they like fuse
Yeah.
together?
I have heard that. Yeah.
Is it like a safety reason so they can like be
so they can-
jelly boys?
I think it's so that they can like get their fat noggins through the birth canal.
Oh yes, you're correct.
Yeah, so it's a
That's
little
also why
smushier.
that's why humans are born so like useless compared to like animals, because animals can be born and just like walk around and stuff, but if humans like develop that much, they'd be too big to be born.
You're just obliterated.
That's why you have the stupid button in the
you-
back of your
can you
head.
believe there are
Push a
people-
baby too hard, baby's stupid.
Can you believe there are people that believe that the baby comes out of the anus? There's real people that believe that it comes out of the anus.
Like children?
yeah,
Yeah,
when
like
a child was
who
born.
believe-
No, like children believe this?
Yeah, like-
no, like adults believe this.
What adults are you hanging out with?
No, I just see it
Oh,
online.
well, I
sometimes.
have heard of those stories of like ultra conservative Christian people who are like
Oh,
so
yeah.
sheltered that they don't know what sex is, and then they were like, "Oh, I thought we just had to like lay in bed and kiss each other, and a baby would appear."
Yeah.
That's true. Those are like the super brainwashed, like they have never known anything else other than like their immediate circle.
No, people
It's
just
really
don't know
sad.
that. Fuck, I'm not an expert on the female anatomy, but like... Yeah,
Are you trying to tell us you think that babies are pooped out, dude? Is that what you're...
I just found out, like, today.
I was today years old.
Mind blown. No, I didn't.
No, people believe some weird shit. Like the Earth is flat.
What? No, that's real.
What?
I'm sorry, I meant round.
Flat Earth stuff is funny as shit. Did you hear the guy that like he like rocketed himself to see?
To check.
To like see. He's like, oh, if I rocket up, I'll be able to see that it's not round. And
No. Why are you saying rocket up so What the fuck does that mean?
He either built an airplane or a rocket. I can't remember. Yeah, and he wanted to fly up to see that it was flat.
What would you be seeing though?
The non-curvature of the flat Earth.
You'd be able to see like the Empire State Building.
But if the Earth
Ideally,
is
right?
flat, do they think it's a disc though? Because if
It'd be a disc.
if you
Yeah.
go up and imagine the Earth were round for a second, set aside your
So hard.
If you were up there looking down, you would just see like a disc.
Not if you go high enough. You'd see.
No, even because
Yeah, but you only see
you would
part of
have
the
to
Earth.
travel around to like check.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know it was round because you
Well,
only see
did
North
he do
America.
that? You would have to be up there.
I don't
with a
remember how
long-ass
high he
time.
made it. I feel like he either like got injured launching, or he went up there and was like, "Oh," and then came back down.
This is
Either
probably
one of two ways, or there was multiple guys.
This is probably a really stupid question, but like, genuinely, I wonder because like the whole theory is that if it's flat, you'd be able to like see monuments and landmarks because they'd just be like straight across. But like, wouldn't all that shit still be so far away that it's like so small that you can even tell it's there? Like, we couldn't see the Empire State Building from here.
Well,
It'd be so far away that it'd be so
terrain.
tiny. Also
You
true,
could.
but like,
You could.
could you? But it would just be super small, right? Because it's still like really, really far away.
Well, I guess if you look in a telescope, then or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you looked in like a super magnifying something or other, but I think people are just like under the assumptions like, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, yeah.
I wonder how
I
much
guess you are right.
sun.
Though. Like if it were too far, then it would just like. But
Also,
I-
like,
because there's atmosphere
on, like,
also.
Yeah, I was gonna say
'Cause
like
the way-
light pollution and shit wouldn't like on a clear day. Could you eat? And if you have like a magnifying like lens powerful enough
Remember
to like
you
get from here to the East Coast, could you see it?
You still have to look through like atmosphere and shit.
Yeah. Well, I suppose there's also like mountains and shit.
You
in the
could
way,
see
too, but, like,
probably
if there was
at-
a straight shot.
At night, you could potentially see the glow of like a nearby city, probably
Okay.
like through the mountains.
That's what I thought.
potentially.
Yeah, because you're looking through a bunch of
is
other-
how I would picture it.
like
Because,
shit that's there,
like,
but you
we
don't-
can't see space during the day.
Yeah.
The reason the
Well, that's what I'm
sky's
saying,
blue
yeah.
is because the sun reflects the water
Light
and
pollution,
it
yeah.
hits off the atmosphere, which way you see blue.
Yeah.
So, assuming you wouldn't be able to see through all the pollutants and atmosphere and all that if you were looking at it straight,
adventure I
right?
just had,
That's
so.
what I would assume.
Yeah. Well, there's also like dust.
Yeah.
And like stuff floating in the air, and that would like
Dust
if you're
and
looking like
storms
through
and-
miles and miles and miles of it, that would like
Yeah.
stack. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah,
you were knowledgeable.
I feel like there's something else.
we just gotta find another way to prove to all these science fucks that the Earth is actually flat. Is what I'm saying.
Thank you for coming to our Is for TED talk.
Is for Ted. Is for Teed. Teed talk.
TED talk.
T-Time.
TED.
That could be a bit.
It could
Stay
be.
tuned.
Where we just share our like limited knowledge. All of our like all of
we
our
think
like
we've heard,
all of our like barely understanding things.
Oh, this was like the flat Earth people proving themselves wrong. Hilarious.
Oh yeah, they always
There's,
prove themselves wrong, and then they're like, "Oh, but this next experiment, this will be the one. This is the one."
Yeah, I saw.
There was one that I saw definitely. It was like it's basically you set up like tripods of like different sensors. There might be like a laser that goes across
there's a
and stuff.
laser.
And like supposedly the laser would be aligned if it was perfectly flat and stuff, but they can like measure and it curves a little bit and stuff. And there's a clip of a guy who like sets it all up and he's like, okay, here we go. We're gonna see the results. We're gonna see it all like like we're gonna see that the math that they say doesn't work with the curvature that they say of the Earth and stuff, but the math perfectly lines up with what they say of the curvature. And he's like looking at it, he's like, huh, that's weird. And
These little brain shattering.
like,
I saw. We've probably talked about this before. I know we talked about flat earthers before, but like, I saw this experiment on a Netflix documentary about flat earthers where they did like the laser pointer and they were going to try to like put it on like a post or a board or something, and they had the post so far away that laser pointers, they're like pretty like small in terms of like the radius of light, but it does get bigger as it goes on because it spreads. Yeah. And it was so big that it was literally just like the whole board was just lit up with this fucking like laser pointer. It was so far away. Also, the ones that they prove themselves right, it's like, yeah, we're gonna shine a laser pointer at this board. It's like 15 feet away. It's like, oh, look at that, it's a straight line. It's like, yeah, it's 15 feet away, you fucking dipshit.
Yeah. That just kind of makes me wonder, like, people who are so convinced of something, or like apocalypse doomsday preppers, like when they think that the date's gonna come and then it comes and goes, like, what do you do when your whole worldview is like shattered like that? Like that guy who thought the earth was flat and then he like proves it to himself and he's like, I guess I just have to go on living now knowing that I'm a giant fool.
Well, a lot of those people like refuse to believe that they're wrong. Like, even if they like do science experiments like that, they still are just like, oh, well, there must be something.
Yeah.
Like the instrument malfunctioned or like something.
Oh, we got the date wrong. We have to refer to the Mayan calendars again.
Yeah, or just those people are so like delusional that they'll like do anything to stay in the illusion that they're right.
Yeah, because they would be giant fucking dum-dums if
Yeah.
they admitted that they were like wrong the whole time.
I think the whole point is like
out. Some people are like, oh shit, I was wrong.
Yeah.
They educate themselves and they get better, and some people will double down or say it was wrong or it was a fluke. And
yeah, I can respect admitting to it and being like, oh, I was wrong. Because then I'm like shitting on them for being dumb for like thinking these things, but like if you can admit it,
but you're dumb until they
like you were
prove themselves
or
they educate themselves ultimately. And
yeah,
if you don't want to believe a textbook and you want to go do the test yourself, then kind of more power to you, honestly.
it's fine. Yeah, I mean, people do. Even schools to like an extent, like the things that are supposed to be like educating the masses, like do skew facts and lie to a certain extent. Like the history books, omit a lot of stuff and paint America, specifically America, as like a way nicer place than we used to be. But we used to kind of suck a lot of ass. We still suck a lot of ass in a lot of ways, but
I mean, if you think about like a lot of science and math, the guys like the old school dudes would just go out and they would just do an experiment and they're like, everything that I did proves that this might be right. I'm not 100% sure, but this is like what I think it's right. And it's not till like decades later where they like redo the experiments and then use better technology and strategies to be like, oh, he was actually right. He was actually like 100% on it.
or he was 100% wrong too.
Yeah, and you usually just hear about the guys that are right, but like how many actually you do hear about, like Sigmund Freud that's more psychology, less math and physics and more brain stuff, but like.
You mean I don't want to fuck my mom?
But he was like high. Wasn't he like? Shit, I'm gonna dip out of my element. I took a psych class in high school. Wasn't he highly regarded?
Right?
He was, yeah.
And they're like, he's definitely right.
Like, still,
like,
he's one of like the most famous, like.
Yeah, famous because he had crazy theories and did a bunch of experiments.
Yeah. Like his whole thing was like, just everything comes down to like caveman brain wanting to fuck shit.
And then there's like, I don't know much about it either, I'm out of my element, but there's like the different layers of your consciousness, like conscious, subconscious, ego, whatever.
Which one is Leonardo DiCaprio in? Spinning that little top.
Sea level, level 3.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I think the thing with conspiracy theory people, or I guess conspiracy theory obsessive people and doomsday preppers and like flat earthers, they all have like this thing that they believe in, and it's the thing that nobody else believes in. So the fact that they're woke and they know about it and they're like prepared for it and they're like think they're right, that's like a special thing because they're unique in that regard.
And they
So
think
it's
we're the
like-
dumb shits.
Yeah. It's like I think it's an insecurity thing to where it's like they have this like great knowledge and they're like the chosen one with this thing and they have to spread the gospel of flat Earth or Walt Disney did 9/11 or whatever the fuck, and it's like
So you think-
they're special because they know this because everybody else
Everybody knows
doesn't
Cartoon
know
Network
it.
did 9/11.
Well, everybody knows that, yeah. That
So-
one guy thinks Walt Disney. Poor dude.
If you think if you let's say
Everyone knows the Is for Fun podcast did 9/11.
Thanks, Fabio. Thanks for putting that on us.
So in a bubble world, right? You're the crazy person.
No, it's a flat world, Tommy.
Well, yeah, bubble over. Okay.
Flat bubble. Pyramid prism bubble over a flat Earth.
Okay, science. Okay.
Okay.
Why is it if this Earth was round? Why is it that every bubble I blow is flat?
And why do we park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? Science. Answer that one.
So if we take our Bass
Walt
Pyramid,
Disney,
Bass
goddamn.
Pro Shop Pyramid world, and we have you as the crazy person, and you're like this backwards theory, and then instead of denying you for being wrong, Joe and I and the rest of the hooligans, whatever, the smart people, were like, yes, you're right, and we like reinforced, and maybe some of the deniers, and then we all reinforced and jump on the idea. You would just pick up another crazy theory and run
Yeah,
with it.
probably. Because then I don't have that special thing I latched onto that made me so unique to begin with. People love.
But
people
then there's
love
also the aspect, I think, of them being a rational person, but just one fact that they learned was so wrong and they attached to it. And it's not that they have to have a thing, but like they're just like, they just have a misconception. Like, I don't think that if you told a flat earther they were wrong and like proved it to them and you could get them to think it, they would shift to like, oh, aliens or like dinosaurs aren't real, like some totally different random thing. They would be, because they're based on like, they think this thing and they think that it's logical and reasonable. They wouldn't be like, oh, well, my one conspiracy theory didn't work, so I'm going to pick another one because I'm a conspiracy theorist. Like, they just
yeah.
think that they're right. They don't think they're conspiracy theorists. They think they're just a rational
They just,
person.
yeah,
Well,
that's fair.
ooh.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I think it
But do you
depends.
think-
There'd probably be people in both camps.
Wait, but do you think they know they're wrong?
Like, deep down.
Like deep down, they know,
Like
but
late
they're so into their.
When they're eating their Dryer's ice cream.
Not sponsored.
Watching
Not
reruns of
sponsored.
Friends.
OnlyFans. Thank
It's
you.
OnlyFans.
Cool. Well, we've reached an hour. If you want to close
Thank you,
this
because
out.
I wasn't doing my host duties and keeping
No, I
track
know.
of time.
No.
Thank you guys for watching the Is for Fun podcast, the podcast that is for fun. Covered a lot of ground, boys. We got a lot of segments. I didn't get to the Dultiverse this week, but we got a couple from next.
People have been clamoring.
I know.
Yeah.
They've really been asking around for it. I've been Sam. I've been your
I was
host.
Tommy.
I've been and will continue to be Joe.
Nice. Joe will return. Thanks for watching. Good cast.
Good cast.
All right, so I wasn't recording the whole time. but-
Gotcha! Podcast. We always go back to Flat Earth a lot.
Have we talked
Because
about
it's
That's
real.
the third or fourth Flat Earth podcast we've talked about.
This is funny, dude.
It is funny. Oh my god, you made it to the end of the Is for Fun podcast, you son of a bitch. Thank you, and congratulations for making it to the end of another lovely time with Sam, Tom, and Fabio. If you want to check out more of us, we are on YouTube, got all sorts of funny shit there. If you want more funny shit, some weird shit too, even some sexy shit, check us out on social media. If you don't want to look at our faces, because you're fucking sick of looking at us, I get it, I'm sick of looking at these bozos every single day. Check us out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere else you get your audio content. Thank you for watching the Is for Fun podcast. We'll see you next time. God damn it.